Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 5th of January 2022. Taking a look at Polygon or Matic here. Polygon, definitely one of the best performers of 2021, and definitely looks like it wants to extend that performance into 2022. It made new all-time highs last week, not last week, the last 3-week chart of December 27th. Very, very nice move. And it's one of the few cryptos that I look at where it's actually above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen on its 3-week chart. So that's good. So that's a very strong signal, and that it's currently finding support up against that Tenkan-sen. But of course, like most things, I mean, the 3-week chart, a lot of cryptos just don't have a lot of price history. So is it really that helpful? We'll see. Now looking at the weekly chart, a little bit of a different story here. So we've got, pushing forward here, moving up. This was a prior bear flag pattern that doesn't exist. However, what was I saying? The channel lines have been respected a lot. And we're going to take kind of a different look at that here when we get to the daily chart. But looking at it on the weekly, I mean, you can just see this kind of broad straight move up, rejection up against that level, coming back down, testing the bottom of the channel on the 50% fib retracement. Actually, that has to be adjusted because that's 50% fib extension. The 50% fib retracement is bottom of the strong bar right there. It's right where it's at. It's the same as the fib extension. How about that? So 2.16 is a pretty good level. Now, we're still in a bull market within the RSI. We're above the first oversold level. The composite index, though, you'll notice it's crossed down below its fast average. It's got a bull flag going on here. So if it wants to prevent a move south here, it's going to, but it does have a 3-peak pattern, which is a bearish setup. So keep an eye on that. And then the percent B is crossed down below 0.8, which by itself really doesn't mean much. But according to the Ichimoiku system, there's a Kumo twist coming up between the 17th and the 24th of January. So this guy could keep moving lower, and then we find some type of low around that date, and then we bounce. Looking at the daily. So here's that rising wedge I've been talking about. And that rising wedge has been here for a while. And ever since the rising wedge was confirmed back in September, there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different tests of the upper trend line of the rising wedge as an area of support or resistance. And I mean, it looked like we were going to stay above it back at the very end of December, after in between Christmas and New Year. It looked like that this was going to hold. And of course, we fell back down into it. Now we're below the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, looking a little weak here all across the board. But there is hidden bullish divergence that is present on the composite index. And the composite index now is trading at the same level that it was at back in July. So when these July lows in the composite index were found, that's where the current composite index low is at. And this guy now it's at the first oversold level in the bull market on the daily chart RSI. So yeah, there's definitely some warning signs here. But I mean, again, the trend is up. The rising wedge is an overwhelmingly bearish pattern. I'm honestly surprised it's lasted as long as it has up here. But if it does fall down below, if we do get a close below it, oh man, that's going to be a pretty wicked drop. Pretty wicked drop. I mean, if you go back to 2021 February, or beginning of the year, where's the volume point of control at? 8 cents. I guess that makes sense. No pun intended. We'll just go back to that high. 148, 150 basically. Yeah, I can see that happening. Anyways, we'll update this as needed, but again, it looks very bear trappy across the board, and same here too. We'll just have to watch and see how it plays out and update it. But from Wall Street Exchange Rates UK TV, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.